Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Directors Appreciation Month. This time I'm talking about a director. It's a feature film debut, a directorial debut from one of my favorite actresses from the 2010s, Olivia Wilde. Yes, this was her first film that she directed, and I hope she directs many more because she did a great job. It's a movie from 2019, a coming of age comedy called Booksmart. Yes, I'm finally going to review Booksmart. Now, I was interested in this trailer because I saw the trailer when I met Olivia Wilde last year at a Q&A that she did for the film when, what was it like working with the cast and having, a small budget and working in a realm of comedy, which she works really well here. And what a beautiful, smart woman with unlimited potential as a director. I would love to see her direct the next Captain Marvel movie or any MCU movie starring a woman or a man because she has a touch. Basically, the movie stars Beanie Feldstein, aka Jonah Hill's sister. I didn't know it was her because I saw Neighbors 2. That was the only thing I saw her in, and I'm like, yeah, she does look like Jonah Hill just as a girl, but with bigger, crazier eyes. But she's a good actress. I like her. And the other one is the cutest girl with the most beautiful nose I've ever seen on a young girl. Yes, I'm going to say that a lot, guys. I'm going to mention her nose a lot. Kaitlyn Dever. What a cutie pie. They're two teenage girls, even though these girls were probably in their early 20s when they did this, as two graduating high school girls who set out to finally break the rules and party on their last day of classes. It also has other people in it. It's Jessica Williams, Will Forte, Lisa Kudrow, and Jason Sudeikis. The problem with this movie is that, well, there's a couple of problems I have. One is that some of the cast gets underused because I wanted to see more of the. It's not really about the parents, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna excuse them, but there's other actors in the movie that are barely in the freaking movie. There's this nerdy girl with glasses that Kaitlyn Dever likes, and she wants to open up to her because apparently in this movie, yeah, she's a lesbian. And no, I'm not reviewing this for Pride Month. I'm not gay. I'm not bisexual. You know exactly what I am. But yeah, she does that, and I'm like, the girl with the glasses is cute, but she's not like really my type, I guess. And the thing is that the movie has gay agendas everywhere, guys. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be bashing these people because hatred is wrong and prejudice is wrong, but this is the thing. I do not appreciate. I do not support that lifestyle. I don't live it. None of my family does. At least my immediate family. So it's right out the window. I don't care about the gay characters in this movie, except for Kaitlyn Dever because she's not a lesbian in real life. The script was written by four people. I think you could have had one. I saw the writer for the movie, one of the writers, and she did Vampire Academy, which I was not a fan of. There's a little bit of kinks in the script that I didn't care for. The critics ate it up. I know they say fuck, it's an R-rated movie. I get it, but the gay shit just felt really forced, and the movie underperformed. It didn't flop. Oh God, no! It cost $6 million, and the movie made 24 million. The only reason this didn't do well is because it came out in a very crowded summer full of blockbusters like the Aladdin remake and Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and John Wick 3 and Avengers Endgame. Yeah, it didn't stand a chance. It was that little film, independent film, that was just like kind of shrugged off. And I know some people hated this movie. I don't blame you. There are things in this movie that don't make any sense. Like I like the movie. I think it's decent. For a directorial debut of a beautiful actress I've loved for 10 years, it's a good start. Feldstein got a nomination for Best Actress. I think Kaitlyn Dever steals the movie because she's cute, she's likable, and she's very in touch with her emotions. And I cared about her. Like there's a scene she gets arrested, and then it's kind of a convenient way that she gets out where uh, Feldstein says, "Oh, there was a guy in this cab that we were with that was like a criminal, so we can get her, take him in and get the reward and get you out, bail you out." I'm like, that's a little bit too convenient. Also, the kiss between Caitlin Dever and that girl was in the shadows. I saw nothing, and it made me sick. Yeah, it's not even sexy. It's just like really forced. And they cut that scene in some airplanes. I'm like, yeah, because it's not necessary. It's not sexy. It's just really forced in there. And also, what was the thing that I didn't like? Like I said, some of the dialogue I thought was kind of flimsy, but the premise worked. I mean, these two girls that want to show that they're not just bookworms, they want to do something outside of the world, outside of their comfort zone, out of the status quo, and they get into some shenanigans. There's a scene that they get high on drugs, and Caitlin is a cute little doll, like she's a naked doll, and it's like the scene in Harold and Kumar. Christmas, where they're high on cocaine and they look playmated. It's like that scene, very adorable. Her voice would be great for voice acting. I want to see her in a DC movie or a Marvel movie. She's adorable, and as a man that likes girls, because that's the way it should be, I think she's wonderful. And what was her name in the movie? Forgot their names because it's been almost a year since I've seen it. Molly and Amy. Yeah. Beanie is Molly Davison, and Caitlin Dever is Amy Atzler. Yeah. Also, there's a really rare appearance from Billy Lord here. This is what she did in her downtime when she wasn't doing that rehash trilogy, where she plays Gigi. She's this very rich girl on a boat that's a party animal, is kind of offer meds, but she does a really good performance. It's an interesting performance, and also there's no real male character, like strong male character in this movie. I thought it was kind of lacking. I know it's more of a girls movie, but I would have liked to seen a guy in the movie that was a main character. Maya Rudolph plays a motivational voice. She is in the film, and that she's good in the film. And the film is a little bit long. It's an hour and 45 minutes. I think there's 10 minutes of the gay shit you could have cut out. It wouldn't have made a difference. Oh, but these are progressive teens in 2010. Of course they're gonna have the gay agendas. I'm like, it's not needed. You have your own stuff. You have Love Simon and that TV show. Go nuts with that. There's other things on Netflix that you can put gay stuff in that I'm not gonna watch. It's not for me. Okay, just to let you people know, because all you gay pride supporters that are on YouTube, they're gonna be like, oh, he just hates gay people. Again, if I don't want to see that in my comedies, I don't find it funny. The scene where they go on drugs is funny because they're walking like this. That was funny. When they're walking like zombies, it's hilarious because they commit. Beanie and Caitlin really commit to the movie. I can understand why critics love this because it's not a conventional romantic comedy or a slapstick comedy where Rebel Wilson's falling on her ass. No, it's actually interesting. It's like super bad, but with girls instead of boys. Fast paced, funny, and fresh, Booksmart does the seemingly impossible by adding a smart new spin to the coming of age comedy. New spin, I disagree with. It's two girls that want to party before graduation. I've kind of seen this before, but not everybody was positive. They said they praised the ensemble cast and Wilde's direction. She does a good job directing these girls. The best high school buddy comedy since Superbad. I haven't seen Superbad. A refreshing original take on the raunchy coming of age. Raunchy is a couple of girls kissing, and they show Kaitlyn Dever in the pool. There's no nudity in the film because they weren't going to go that far. They said a humane and heartfelt film without a mean bone in its figurative body. Yes, but there is some pandering, which I'm not a fan of. Just see Stargirl and you'll see what I mean. That's how you do a female-led coming of age story without the coming out portion. It manages to be inclusive and progressive without being precious about anything or sacrificing an ounce of humor. Regarding it, sharp but not mean, warm without feeling too soft or timid. But again, I think it would have been better if you had one writer. You don't need four. Four, it felt a little bit jumbled. You have this person with the gay agendas, and then you have this person focusing on the teen comedy, and then you have this one doing the about growing up, and then you have the dramatic writer. It's too much. You only need one writer. Next time, Olivia Wilde only needs one writer, or Olivia can write it herself. I think that would have worked better for me because four writers just feels very jumbled. Glad, yeah, no, glad I liked it. I'm not. This is not a gay brashing video. It's just, it's not for me, guys. Okay, the movie, I like the film. I like it for Caitlin. If she wasn't in it, or Beanie wasn't as likable as she was, with how she thinks that she's the best student there, and there's other students that are like, you're a bunch of losers. You're gonna be sitting on your asses doing nothing while we're going to a university, and yet they are not as stupid as as they think. The movie does subvert expectations in a way, but it's not perfect. Like I said, some of the dialogue is flimsy. The gay stuff feels really forced in there because every teen comedy and drama has to have a closeted character. I mean, it happened in Blockers a few years ago as well. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that too. But it is a good movie, and while it's also like Lady Bird. It says it similar to the R-rated female-led high school comedy Lady Bird, but I don't like Saoirse Ronan in that. I don't like her as an actress. She's boring. Kaitlyn Dever, I'm gonna say it. She's gorgeous, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see a picture of this wonderful, beautiful creature. Look at that face. The hobo ain't got nothing on this wonderful face. I know you guys, my subscribers, and some of my friends on Facebook like that girl, but this is a nice alternative for me, for us other guys. Look at that. I would rub noses with her any day. Yeah. What a cutie pie. I can't get enough of her. Like even the way she talks, I'm like, oh God, yeah, I'm so into you. I'm so into you. And I have seen her in another film. I saw her in Short Term 12 with Brie Larson. Yeah. She can act, guys. She always plays someone troubled because here she's playing an out student, and in Short Term 12 she's played a troubled girl in not an asylum but like a youth center for the troubled teens. And then in Unbelievable, she's a I'm going to say it, a rape victim. I haven't seen it, but I've heard her performance is compelling, and she's so cute. Oh, I just want to hold her in my arms. Oh, you're just saying that because she's a girl. Yeah, you're damn right she's a girl. She's all girl. There's nothing gay about her at all. Did you see her at the Oscars with her friend Beanie? Yeah, yeah, she's very, very charming. And she stole the movie for me. I'm like, every time she was on screen, even when she was kissing that other girl and then vomited on her, I'm like, again, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Will Ferrell and Adam K executive produced it. It did feel like that a little bit with some of their humor, but like I said before, it's not a bad movie. I like the film, but I wasn't. Oh my god, this is the greatest comedy I've ever seen. I thought Shazam was funnier. Sorry, pretentious critics online on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. It was not the best comedy of last year. Shazam was one of the best ones. Joker was a better written movie. It didn't have to do the gay shit and preach, and also it didn't have like a bunch of flimsy dialogue here. They had one writer, not four, I think. Let me see here. I prefer Joker because Joaquin Phoenix's performance was breathtaking and very, very dark. Let me see here. Two writers, not four. You don't need four writers. You need one or two at the most. You don't need four. Yeah, Todd Phillips and Scott Silver. What else has Scott Silver done? John's the Mod Squad, 8 Mile, The Fighter. Yeah, and I do enjoy that movie more because, like I said, it got a great critical reaction. Well, mostly, and like I said, it was a way darker movie. Like this movie barely gets dark. There's some scenes where some people get hurt or die, but it's not as as dark as you can imagine. Especially with a movie like this. I mean, that's one of the reasons why it was not a massive hit. It didn't make almost $1 billion like The Hangover, but it's good. For a watch. Watch it. I would recommend it. Watch it because Olivia Wilde did a great directorial debut. Watch it for Kaitlyn Dever. Her beautiful nose is going to enchant you, like it did with me. I have a thing for girls with big noses. It's just my thing, guys. It's one of my quirks or ticks. I love hair. I love big noses, and I love big booties. What I'm a guy. What can you expect? But anyway, the movie's fine. It is what it is. I don't want to see a sequel. Just use Caitlin Dever in other films and other shows, and Beanie Feldstein. I'd like to see her in the MCU too, as like maybe in a Miss Marvel movie or show or something. She'd be nice in that. Her brother's definitely funnier, but I take nothing against her either because the film has at least not it doesn't have a downbeat ending where they get in the car and said you want to get pancakes and that's it. I'm like, okay, this is kind of abrupt, but hey, the movie's over, so it's not like it was a chore to get through. And it wasn't mean spirited like other comedies I've seen. Like Vamps was terrible. I didn't laugh once. This I laughed a couple of times. At least it wasn't the worst thing ever. And I can understand people that I can know where they're coming from that didn't like this movie. I get it, okay? Some of the content is not going to be for you, but I did love the lead. the two leads. That was good enough. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next Directors Appreciation Month movie review. Take it easy.